Well, good evening, at least at evening at the time we're videotaping this message for you, our caregivers, and our admin staff at Homestead Senior Care here in Augusta, Rockingham, and Rockbridge counties. First of all, it's pretty obvious I've had an injury since we've either seen each other last or maybe even spoken last. To make a long story short, I was attempting to shoo away some geese on a moped, which is not a great idea, when it was raining, and hit the brakes, tumbled over the moped, and broke my left collarbone. So that takes care of that, and there's more funny in that story, but anyway, that's where we are with that. I've asked Pam to start our video off tonight with some encouraging words to you, and then I'm going to get into some of the nuances, the things that are going on in our government that have affected what we are doing as a senior care company. So, Mrs. Bowles?
Well, I just wanted to say thank you. We came and learned about Homestead 10 years ago, and we thought, what a great idea. Both of our gifts in life are to help people, and to think about helping aging adults be able to stay in their home where they want to be is a priceless endeavor to us. So we came to Homestead not quite 10 years ago, and we just have been blown away at the privilege and the honor it is to take care of folks. And we can't do that without you guys, and we are so grateful for your partnership. We have done some caregiving, and that's why we have such respect for you guys, and we just want to thank you from the bottom of our hearts. We know these last few months, weeks have been a tremendous challenge for you, as they have been for us. There's I can't begin to name all the emotions you must be feeling, but they're probably some of the same ones we have too. So we just want to thank you from the bottom of our hearts for sticking with us. We've got your back. Call us, and some of you have, when you have felt just a little apprehensive and a little scared. So just know we understand, and we are feeling the same emotions, probably not for the same reasons that you are, but still the same emotions. So thank you, and we do appreciate everything and that you're doing, and the way you're representing Homestead Senior Care. We are so grateful for that. So Pam and I felt it was important to just take this time to come to you in this medium, if you will, by way of video. We found ourselves trying to communicate in a variety of methods, if you will, texting, ClearCare, emails, letters, and now video. So we just want you to feel connected to what we're doing, and to know what we're doing and how we're trying to accomplish senior care in a very, very difficult environment. So I would like to say also thank you on behalf of our small but very tight-knit community here in Homestead Senior Care. You are absolutely vital in what we do. So, you know, we're encouraged every day the dedication that our caregivers have for what they do for our clients, making sure that you are at their assignments, and that the seniors are well taken care of and looked after. We know that some have had to postpone, and you know that too, postpone caregivers coming into their home. There is a very high level of concern and fear in some of our clients' minds, and families too have called about their mom or dad and not wanting a caregiver to come in their home. So the business still continues to be open. We are considered an essential service, Homestead Senior Care.
is that segment of population or segment of business that is allowed to continue to operate because of the services that we provide. Having said that, one of the recently passed provisions or acts from Congress and signed by the President has an acronym of FFCRA, which is the Family First Coronavirus Response Act. Well, that's a lot of words in a 400 plus page bill that was passed. It is extremely complicated. And we have spent days and meetings and calls and even lawyers that don't understand all the nuances of this new law. But having said that, we fall under healthcare provider services. Home Instead Senior Care is under that umbrella of people that this law is not intended for, is the best way, or not law, this act is not intended for. So just so that you know that it is in a hybrid kind of way connected to the FMLA Act that was passed, and that's still in place. But we, being a healthcare entity and provider, will not be participating, if you will, in this particular act in such a way that unemployment is provided and sick time, extended sick time, I should say. We are going to, though, use part of the act to help our caregivers for 14 days in the event that you find yourself in a situation where COVID-19 is involved. In other words, a client's sister that lives with them has COVID, but they don't, but you've been in there providing services, then we have certain protocols, certain steps that we have to take, which may involve removing you from that assignment. Those type of situations, we wanted to be able to provide the wages that you would have earned through this 14-day period. So there are a handful of people that already fit that category, somewhere in the neighborhood of 25 to 30 folks that we've identified, and we will be reaching out to you. I will be reaching out to you to let you know how that's going to work. We have applied and been awarded a loan from the SBA to be able to bridge that gap, that 2-week gap of being quarantined for 14 days, because it's no fault of your own. And even if you were to contract the COVID-19, you'd still have those 14-day quarantine requirement, and we want that money is provided for us to keep people employed. So we're open for business. We have work for our caregivers, and work will be extended. Offers will be extended to work in clients' assignments, and obviously our expectation is that you would take those assignments. This is for this gap, or this these monies have been made available for folks that can't. So the federal government's providing these funds so that we can keep people at work, not send people home. We are fortunate that we can stay open. Thousands upon thousands of businesses do not have that classification, do not have that opportunity to be considered either essential or, in this situation, a healthcare provider. So we want you to remain available and not worry if you do come into contact with COVID somewhere along the way, that 14-day period of being either isolated or quarantined, we will cover those hours that you will have missed, okay? Now, having said that, if you are sick, if you have the symptoms related to COVID, we do not want you coming to work. And if they are the symptoms related to COVID, then we will cover those hours, again, through this provision, this SBA loan that's been given to us. So So, as you can imagine, Pam and I have been educating ourselves on this new CARES Act and the other stuff that Congress has recently passed to make sure that we're complying with the law as we understand it. It is a very complex piece of legislation, and we're happy to provide the up to 14 days of sick leave if you're affected by a COVID incident. But we are going to comply with the law, with the industry that we find ourselves in as a necessary provider of senior care. We would also ask that you do the same in following the law as it is written, in helping us with providing care to our clients. For example, if you find yourself in this 14-day quarantine and we get early news that whatever was affecting you to be quarantined, you can be released and provide care, we would ask, as assignments are offered to you, that you would accept those, and we would appreciate that. Our hope is that if you have any questions at all about employment, your hours, being paid when you can't work because of COVID, please reach out to myself or Kimberly, our HR manager, and we will answer any questions that you might have at that time. So I'll just tell you, the documents that we've been going through to try to figure out all the nuances of this new act are about 1/10 of this high. The stack would be about that high. It's pretty ridiculous, but anyway, that's what we're dealing with, and we're going to move forward. And Pam and I are very confident that once the so-called economy is opened back up again, and there is a sense of confidence that it's under control as much as it can be under control, that we're going to see a lot more hours coming in, and we're going to need a lot more of your time. So please avail yourself to the work as it is offered to you. Now, let's move into what this means to us going forward. I don't honestly believe this will change. Take that top off. Sorry. 98.2. I suspect that we are going to desire and want you to take your temperature every morning. I suspect you're going to want to. I don't think you should leave your house without hand sanitizer. I don't. I walk around, I took it off for the video. I walk around with this lanyard all day long if I'm out. Pam and I, the reason you see us this close, we've removed ourselves from the office and we're at our house. We've been at our house for weeks. But anyway, when I go out to the grocery store or go out trying to find supplies such as gloves, hand sanitizer, mask, thermometers, I keep this stuff with me. When I get out of my vehicle, I do this. Even with my Bobo arm, I'm able to put a glove on. Okay? I think that's here to stay.
Can we go back to the hand sanitizer?
We can.
Thanks. If you have one of these little guys, please hold on to it. We came across a supplier today that can get us more hand sanitizer, and we can refill this bottle for you.
It has a screw on and screw off cap.
Yeah.
Masks are not going to go away. Are some clients going to say, I don't want anybody working in my house without a mask? Yes. But if they have symptoms of COVID, did you see that? He just touched his nose. Are you kidding me? That's how simple that stuff happens, is you're not even thinking, and that's how, not just COVID, any other communicable disease makes its way into society because we are not always aware of where we touch and what we touch. So anyway, wash your hands, wash your hands, wash your hands often. Make sure that you're using gloves whenever necessary, mask whenever necessary. Social distancing is also important. So there should be a 6-foot divide between you and the person that you're talking to or exchanging conversation with. So we just want to encourage you tonight and say again, thank you for what you do. Keep up the good work. Call us with any questions. All right, we've been very clear to folks that we've had some, I'll just say, COVID experiences, that we have a committee of 6 people that are on a conference call every day, sometimes twice. Occasionally it's been 3 times a day, to make sure that we stay on top of keeping you safe, our admin people safe, and also our clients safe. So stay safe out there, and please keep up the good work that you do. Thank you for giving us a little bit of your time.